Poverty is not selective about who it affects. In our area alone, poverty has many faces. It is not just the homeless or the mentally ill. It is not limited to the elderly on a fixed income or the single mother working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Tonight, when you come home and walk into your house, think about this. Approximately 502 people in the Coulee region will be homeless tonight.
There's a lot of good people out there that just need a second chance. And it's hard to have a job when you're homeless. And it's, how can you get a job if you're homeless? What's your address? Where, it's so hard. And all people need is that hope and that chance so they can build a foundation and have a family and be able to provide for their family on their own.
It has meant that we were able to stay together as a family. It's meant that I was able to provide stable housing for my children, keep them in the same neighborhood with the same friends, find decent schools and good neighbors, and it's just enabled me to be stable and keep my children.
Maybe you have heard of Couleecap and what it does. Maybe you have not. But here is something you should know. Couleecap has been working quietly behind the scenes to fight poverty and to provide services to the low-income people of the Coulee region for over 40 years. Poverty is real, it is complex, and it needs your attention. Couleecap is a private nonprofit corporation serving the 4 counties of Crawford, La Crosse, Monroe, and Vernon. Couleecap's programs are funded from a combination of local, state, and federal funds with an annual budget of approximately $8 million. Couleecap is able to provide a continuum of services to families, including emergency services such as food, shelter, and clothing. We help people with employment and training. We even help people buy their first home or start a new business. Couleecap believes that anyone can experience hard times and life challenges through no fault of their own. An illness, a job loss, an accident can cause economic distress. Or, sometimes people make poor choices, and those choices can have a long-lasting impact. Teen pregnancy, dropping out of school, getting caught up in substance abuse are a few examples of paths that can lead to problems and poverty. We believe in helping people who want to turn their life around. The hope is that, with training, education, jobs, and stable housing, a family can work their way out of poverty and into self-sufficiency. A caring society helps people through those times until they are back on their feet.
Couleecap really is our community's safety net in a whole host of areas when it comes to working with people who are low income, if it's assistance for food, if it's dealing with homelessness issues, if it's dealing with people who are buying their first home and they want to make sure that they are educated on making sure that they can afford that home, but then in these tough economic times even dealing with some of the education on home foreclosure and helping families and people, individuals work through that and even being able to help them keep the home that they have.
So I've been very close to Couleecap for a number of years. They do a super job in serving this 4-county area over here in western Wisconsin and helping people in times of very, very severe distress.
Couleecap is an integral part of the community and the relationship that we have here in western Wisconsin. Their mission in developing sustainable families, sustainable communities is crucial as far as economic development and empowering people so they have more control over their lives.